everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Leslie. Thank you so much for joining me today. And today I am catching up on my December daily, the second week in December. I had a blah week, so I just not a very enthusiastic week. Lucy had 2 days of solid screaming. Nobody knows why, at least it's over. So I was not scrapbook inclined this this week. So what I did now for this video today, let me just get this out of the way. I just printed out all my photos from this week, and I am going to be scrapping them all at once now. And as previously said in my other videos, my other 2 videos, I'm using the Merry Days from Crepe Paper, the Simple Stories printable kit, I think it's called. Oh, I forgot what it's called. It's the new Simple Story. I'll link it all down below. I'm using the beautiful Christmas kit from Paper Issues, and it's called Hard Candy, and you can find that down in the link. I'll link that to the kit as well down below, the December kit. And these little chipboard stickers or letter stickers are obviously from that kit. And I am also using some items from my stash, and I'm using some Winterberry as well, but not too much. All of my wood veneer and acrylics are from Annais Crafts, and I'll link down to her shop below. And yeah, so let me get started on my next. I did one day at least. We had a movie night and we watched Santa Claus 3. So we watched this one. It's the one with Jack Frost. So I just I googled the image from the movie, the poster, and I just printed that out in movie night. So I'll do some embellishing on that as well. But let me get cracking on the next week of the wonderful scrapping. Okay, so I am just going to be going through my photos to see which ones I have to scrap first, according to when they happened, on which day they happened. And it just what so happened that day, the 10th, we went to go see Santa for the Christmas, and this was the real Santa, and we couldn't believe it. And he even knew what our house elf's name was. So that was amazing. I mean, Andre asked him, you know, what's our house elf's name? And he without hesitation, he just said Eva. So, I mean, that was amazing. So the kids really loved that. And, you know, they took quite a nice photo of us standing with Santa. And it's just, you know, the ASD moms will understand what I say now. But my oldest son is on the autistic spectrum, and he just refused to be on the photo. He refused to come up to meet Santa. He refused to stand in line. He refused to do anything to do with what the entire family was doing. He was sitting probably, well, I don't know how many meters away from us on a chair at a restaurant, and just checking things out from a distance, not wanting to take part in anything. So the ASD moms will understand my frustrations on how much you want your child to be a part of things and experience things. And I mean, he will forever never be on these photos, but you know, that's just it. And that's part of the memory, and that's part of the event that happened that day, is that we went to go see Santa. I mean, we planned this for a week, and we prepared him, and then when things, you know, when we got there, he just refused. He just would not have it. But Santa did wave at him afterwards, and he waved back. So I was very happy that he waved back to Santa, and Santa said, gave him a cookie, and, you know, things didn't turn out as bad, but you know, you sort of, you know, you want your child to experience things, but sometimes they, you know, they don't want to play along and your plan, and they don't want to play along with your plan, and but it's okay. However, the next morning when we woke up, Eva decided, our house elf decided to finally show up, and I think Santa had a big fat talk with her because she hadn't shown up yet this Christmas. And he told her that he saw us, you know, the night before at one of the malls, and he, you know, he sorted her out. So we have Eva. Yay! We have Eva again. So what you see there, I'm just using my Kaiser Craft embellishment pack, the little bits and pieces that you get, and that is one of the embellishment packs you get in the Paper Issues hard candy Christmas December kit. If you're interested in that, I'll link down below. And those thickers that I'm using there are from the Merry Days collection from Crate Paper. And yeah, so the Simple Stories collection that I'm using is the Merry and Bright collection. I forgot what it was called earlier on, and I remembered now. And it's a printable collection. So I said in a previous video, I got it on the Black Friday sale for only $6, so yay! And there you go. I know I started off this album with my typecast, doing all my journaling with the typecast. But you know what? As I said at the beginning of the video, I just was not having it this week, and I just decided I am, you know, to take everything off my typecast and to get it out and to put the tag in and to type in the tag, and I am just lazy as can be, so I just wrote it down. Luckily I like my handwriting and I write very straight, so it turned out okay. I'm sure that by the end of the, you know, like towards the end of the album, I will do some journaling on my typecast again, you know, on my typewriter, just to, you know, balance it out a little bit. But so yeah, there you saw that I took some paper from the hard candy kit from Paper Issues, and I just tore it up and matted my photo on there. And the photo, that photo is of a Chinese, oh, not a Chinese, excuse me, a Japanese cheesecake. Yes, Japanese cheesecake, and it is divine. And I know a while ago it was the it thing, and I'm sure it still is the it thing, the whole Japanese cheesecake thing. But it was the first time that we had Japanese cheesecake, and it was really nice. So I just created a pocket behind the photo there, and just to write a little bit of journaling about the fact that this was our first time having the Japanese cheesecake, and it was really, really nice. I'm sure you do get other varieties as well, and obviously other manufacturers and stuff, but this one, it was nice. I mean, it's not the best cheesecake I've ever had, but it is nice. It is, you know, it's nice. So anyway, it came in this really cute box, and it had a very sweet little, I don't know, burnt bit on the top. It was really cute. So I'm just busy embellishing there with the Simple Stories Merry and Bright collection that I just printed out on some plain photo paper, glossy photo paper, excuse me. And I'm just going to be embellishing around that photo quite a bit. And on the tag, just putting a little bit of Merry Christmas there on the tag. So the next couple of photos, or the next day, I have 4 photos that I've got to fit in there, and they are going to be odd shaped. So I am going to have to do some very creative cutting of my photos. And then you can see something happened, and I cut those photos super skew. They were all sort of rhombuses. So I had to go back and fix them because they were quite, yeah, one of the photos got really, really skew. So I just had to go back and fix them. But yeah, I'm cutting off quite a lot of the photos, the empty space, because I wanted them all on one page. And I'm going to put a little flip up. One of the photos is going to be a little flip photo, if you call it that, just on top of the page over the photos, so that I can have all 4 of them on the same page. And I am struggling with this book. It is very thick and the pages won't go flat when you open it up. That's fine. It's not a problem for me at all. I'm sure for other people it might be a problem, but for me it's not a problem. The thing that is nice for me is that I know I made the book myself, and lots of time and effort and love went into this book, and I really don't mind that the papers don't go completely flat. That's not sort of the whole idea in any case of this book, is to have everything perfect. This book is a hodgepodge collection of everything in my stash, and I did have a very clear idea of what I wanted at the beginning of the process of making this book, and it hasn't ended up quite as I wanted it, but as I say, I mean, it's part of the process. You know, every week I feel different, every day I feel different when I create for this book. And because I'm using 4 different collections, and I'm using so much from my stash, so it's bound to, you know, look a bit hodgepodgey, hodgy-podgy, you know, pavement special type thing. Only South Africans, I think, would understand the whole pavement special thing. Anyway, so I am going to just also decorate that with the Merry and Bright collection from Simple Stories, and I wanted to write Last Day of School in those little alphas. They're from Pink Fresh, and they're also from the they come in the paper issues kit, hard candy, and they are divine. And I am really happy that I got 2 of those sheets. I bought one separate from the kit, and I have written out so many titles with and sentences with those little alphabets, and they are awesome. So, and I love that they're so small and that they're wood dipped little wood veneers, and so you can't really see what's going on there because the page can't lie flat, but you get the idea and the gist of what I'm doing there. So just excuse the reflection there in the in the transparency. I did layer the transparency over there on the left hand side as a mat for my page. And yeah, so this was also on the last day of school, so it's not necessarily happened on the 14th, but no, it did happen on the 14th. The previous day also happened on the 14th. So as I said, this isn't the perfect December daily. I know that the whole point of December daily is to document stories, 25 stories, or, you know, even if you just want to do 25 days. I am going to be doing the whole month and the 1st of January. So this is going to be sort of more a December documented, if you catch my drift. So that day, it was the last day of school, and it was the award ceremony for term 1, and my son Etienne won the award for the best, for the most improved presentation. I have no idea what that means. I don't think it is of a literal presentation he gave. I think it's something to do with his own presentation of himself and how confident he is now compared to how he was, and I have no idea. However, he won, out of all the year 6s, he won that award, and he is the happiest little boy, and he said he's been waiting for 3 years to get this, and he's now got it. So he is a happy little monkey. The top photo is of my daughter. She is singing in the little school choir. So, and that is it. That is it for this week. Please watch out for next week. At the end of next week, I'll be posting the next video. And if you're interested in watching the first video, I will link to the 2 first videos that I had as well. And I hope this inspires you to get those photos documented and to not worry too much if it's perfect or not. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.